She let him run that train on her. You know what I'm saying? It was a glory hole at one house. And she was taking all the glory.
Hey, pull up on your corner in a ghost. Pull up with the gun and get you smoked. Shot up on the corner where you go. Just do the right thing when you get smoked.
Swim team, this is how we start the vlog. It's early. Alright, so I figured since I told y'all the first story in the car, I'm gonna go back to the car to tell y'all part 2. If you don't know what I'm talking about, which means you lost, which means you didn't see the first video, I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you can go to the first video. And I know some of y'all lazy and you're not gonna go to the link. So if you hit this little button right here, the story should pop down. It's called My Friend Got Beat Up by a Little Person. It's a funny story, but it's a true story. Okay, so I'm getting the car. Y'all see the whip? I'm getting the car, and we're gonna continue the story. Alright, so I'm gonna title this video Atlanta Stories, and I don't know what the subtitle gonna be, but the main joint is gonna be Atlanta Stories because it actually happened in Atlanta. The person that got knocked out hit me up on Instagram. Now, instead of him being like a normal person and saying, yo, bro, can you take the video down? You know, this happened a long time ago and you embarrassing me or whatever. Instead, he decides to do this. He decides to get in my DMs, right? He gets in my DMs. Y'all see this? And he starts sending me stuff like this. He starts sending me weird stuff like this. All you had to say was, bro, take the video down. Because I ain't going to lie, I felt bad after a while. I called your name and all this, that, and the third. But now I don't feel bad. Because he even went in my wife's DM and he started talking crazy. So now I don't feel bad. Now I'm going to just tell the whole story unfiltered. All right, so my man got knocked out. It was senior year. A couple months later, we had to get ready to go to school. Now, after the knockout happened and the ass whooping, all this man started doing was lifting weights. I ain't gonna lie. He lost mad weight and he got mad big. Like, he got big. I ain't gonna front. You feel me? I guess getting knocked out by a midget changed your life. We had to go to college. Now, Juan already made his mind up he was going to Atlanta, so he went to the Art Institute of Atlanta. Me, on the other hand, I got into a few universities. Like, I got into University of Maryland Eastern Shore, New England University, and Georgia State. I wanted to go away to school. Like, I did not want to be in New York. But my father, on the other hand, my pops was like, yo, nah, I'm not sending you out of state to go to school. Like, I don't trust you. You gonna stay over here. He wanted me to go to Brooklyn College. And I was not trying to go to Brooklyn College, okay? So we going back and forth. And the deadline passed for me to apply to schools. At the same token, he was like, yo, what you gonna go to school for? I was like, business. She's like, but you good at art. Like, you can draw and you can do all this stuff. You need to go to like an art school. He wanted me to go to the Art Institute in Manhattan. Somewhere along the line, I don't know who he had a conversation with, but they convinced him that he needed to send me out of Brooklyn, out of New York, because if I stayed in New York, I'd probably die. That was the exact words. Whoever told him that was the exact words. So now, the Art Institute of Atlanta called. And I ended up going to the Art Institute of Atlanta. And at that time, Juan was out here, my girl was out here, and of course, Theo was out here. I'm sweating like a pig right now. I'm in the car, just getting my suntan on, I guess. So basically, before I came to Atlanta, Juan and Theo came out here. They were out here first. They met a lot of people out here. They used to hang out with these rappers. I'm not going to put the name of the rap group in this video, you know what I'm saying? Because they were cool. It's just that the people that they hung around ended up doing some real foul stuff. I did a story time about it, but I don't want to talk about it no more. But anyway, they was out here, whatever. They was hanging out with them. And they were hanging out with a few females. One of the females happened to be a preacher's daughter. I'm not going to call her name. Let's call her CJ. Let's call her CJ, okay? Happened to be a preacher's daughter. And from what I heard, my boy was infatuated with her. And I'm not gonna lie, she was beautiful. Like, she was a really pretty girl. He was infatuated with her. Like, infatuated. Big words for some of y'all don't know what infatuated means. It means that he was pretty much a stalker. He was in love. So it just so happened that Juan's parents had a crib out here on the south side. Juan, and a few people, I think it was like 2 other people, and Theo, went to the south side. The girl was present. The girl was there too. I think 2 other girls went too. Long story short, you know what they say about preachers' daughters, preachers and pastors' daughters? They be freaks, man. So, CJ was a freak. She was with it. And from what I heard, she let him run that number 2 train on her. She let him run that train on her. You know what I'm saying? It was a glory hole at one house. And she was taking all the glory. But the messed up thing about that is, everybody hit except for your boy Theo. So I guess everybody was going in there. And he's sitting in the living room listening to the girl that he's infatuated with getting smothered out. Remember that? I know you remember that, because that's probably what started your craziness, besides the fact that that midget knocked you out. And then, it gets even better. So now I come out here, and one day me and her chilling, but I got invited to go smoke some weed at one of my homeboys' house. The both of them were cool, because when I got there, she was there, okay? We all smoked or whatever. We was all talking, whatever. I wanted to go to my room to get some snacks before I came back. So I'm about to go to my room to get some snacks, and she left, and she went with me. When we left, the Lord worked in mysterious ways. Like, I don't know if that was the Lord, or that was the devil, but it works in mysterious ways. As soon as we opened the door to go over to my room to get the snacks, this man happened to be walking in the hallway, and he see me and her come out the other dude's room, and he like, "Oh, I see you. But he had that look. It was one of them looks like, "Oh, so you let RJ hit and you ain't let me hit? You let all them dudes run a train on you and you ain't let me hit?" That's what the look was like. But he said, "Oh, I see you." So now, get the snacks or whatever, go back. I left her in the dude's room, so I don't know what they did. And I went back in my room. I'm playing my Xbox. And of course, y'all know I get that text message. He sent me a text message. He's like, "Yo, I got some weed or whatever. You trying to smoke?" I ain't even respond. I'm like, "Yo, I'm not smoking with you, son. I'm not smoking with you." Alright, so when I get out here, I had conversations with people. They're like, "Yo, your boy be acting weird or whatever, but he cool overall, but sometimes he be tripping." Now, I never really understood what that meant until one day. We all was smoking. Everybody was smoking. We was chilling or whatever. Everybody went their separate ways, and I get a text message, and it's like, "Hey, yo, bro, you be talking about me?" And I'm like, "Bro, what you talking about? Like, how do I be talking about you? You're not a female. Like, what do I have to say about you?" Like, and I could only picture it now. Nah. You be talking about me, son. Because y'all know that's how he sound or whatever. So I'm like, "Yo, bro, I don't say nothing to you, bro. Like, tell me who said it and tell me what I said." No response. The next day I see him in school. Everything is cool. So I'm like, "Yo, what's good with this man?" So that happened. Stuff like that keep happening. Well, that happened with me, and it happened to like a few other people. So now we just on high alert, like, "Yo, this nigga is crazy. Like, something is up with him, son." But even though, in my mind, I'm like, "Yo, came from school together or whatever. If anything happens, like, I got your back because I know you." You feel me? And then different things just started happening. So another incident that happened is that I had to save him. Like, he was on some quote unquote gang stuff, but he was saying the wrong things. Like, one day I was in the hallway. Now, the thing about Metro Point 2 was that a lot of females used to invite dudes that they meet on the street into Metro Point. And these dudes in turn would look at it as a business opportunity and start hustling in there. Like, all I'm doing is giving this female some dick, and she let me stay rent free, and I'm making my little side money. You feel me? But at the same time, those the same dudes that just used to be doing messed up stuff. They used to be breaking into people's rooms, stealing people's shoes, stealing people's TVs, their games and stuff like that. Me being the type of person I am, I was cool with everybody. Like, I respected everybody, and everybody had respect for me. And because of that respect, I was able to vouch for this man in another situation where he was about to get his ass whooped. So basically, it's like 3 dudes around there. I think one of them dudes' name was Detroit or something like that. But he was Crip. They standing in front of these dorms. Okay, and they talking. Now, he lived inside this. So instead of being, yo, pardon me, or whatever, he went over there with an attitude or something like, yo, y'all know what it is? Like, get out my way. Get out my way. So they looking like, what? Then he start talking that crazy shit. Like, yo, it's the big blood out here. Get out the way. It's the big blood out here. So now the dude from Detroit, he Crip. And I just so happened to be walking down the hall at that time because my room was like right down the hall. So I see the commotion and I'm like, yo, what's good? He like, yo, New York, you better get your man. You better get your man. So then he like, oh, ain't nobody need to get me. Ain't nobody need to get me. What's up? What's popping? What's popping? Start talking all that blood shit. So they like, what? Yo, what's your set? What set you claim? The set he claimed was something in New York. Okay? He said his OG name. God rest the soul of the dude, because, you know, I ain't going to call his name on the vlog or nothing like that out of respect, but God rest his soul. And I already spoke to people that lived in that neighborhood, his neighborhood, and I know you wasn't with that, bro. You wasn't blood, huh? You need to stop faking the funk. You wasn't blood. So anyway, I'm over there like, yo, bro, chill. Like, let it go. He popping off, and I'm talking to the dude like, yo, bro, chill. Let it go. So I'm like, yo, go in your room, son. Go, like, forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever, like, whatever. So they looking, and out of respect for me, they was like, all right, New York, you need to get your man, though. You need to get your man. The months go by, and every single day is like he's getting worse. And what we used to think is like, all right, I don't know what kind of weed he up in the room smoking, but whatever kind of weed he's smoking, it's messing his mind up. Like, it's turning him into, like, I don't know if he like schizophrenic or whatever the medical term for that shit was, bro. That was him, son. Now, another incident. Me, Juan, and Chevy was about to go to our homeboy JD house. Juan in the front seat, I'm in the back seat. Chevy driving. This man come out of nowhere. Hey, yo, where y'all about to go, son? We like, yo, we about to go to JD crib. A word, all right. He gets in the back seat with me. We headed to JD crib. We get to JD crib. Everybody chilling or whatever. They playing Madden. I think we end up smoking. We about to head back to the dorms. And he gets in the front seat. So Juan come out like, hey, yo, bro, what you doing? He like, nah, yo, I ain't sitting in the back, bro. I ain't sitting in the back, son. Like, my leg hurt. Like I said in the first story, Juan have a smart-ass mouth. So Juan like, that sound like a personal problem. So now, Theo get mad and he like, what? See, that's what I be talking about. Y'all be talking real crazy, son. He gets out the car. Him and Juan start to tussling. They finish tussling. Juan just left. And he had like a homegirl out there. So he went and he chilled with his homegirl or whatever. And me and Chevy in the car looking at this man like, bruh. Like, ain't none of that was called for. You wasn't even going. Like, you wasn't even invited, but you really went and you started something with this man because with your leg hurt, bruh. Now, I'm giving y'all all the different instances of situations that happen. All right, now, this is where things get real crazy. All them other situations was crazy, but for me, this is what took the cake. So now, the one thing about me that I used to do is it used to be me and this dude named Mike in the gym at the dorms. We used to like box. Like Mike used to box back in Connecticut. So like, you know, he knew a lot of stuff that I didn't know. So around 12 o'clock, around 11 o'clock to like 1 o'clock in the morning, we in the gym hitting the pads, and we turned that joint into like the Mayweather boxing gym. It was just me and him just going in, jumping ropes, hitting the pads, doing push-ups, everything. I think that's another reason why a lot of dudes in there like kind of respected me too, because they thought like I was some goddamn boxing champion or something, which I was not. You feel me? I just like to box. So one day, bro, I get a text message from this man again. Hey, yo, son, you was talking about me today, son? You was talking about me? I'm like, yo, bro, who was I talking about you with, bro? Nah, it don't even matter. It don't even matter, yo. You was talking about me, son. You was talking about me. I'm like, yo, son, nobody was saying anything about you. Like, this the second time you hit me on my phone with that, bro. What's good with you? What? Nigga comes downstairs, right? Worth Allah. Comes downstairs. Hey, yo, what the problem? What's the problem? What up? So now, prior to that, me and Mike was already out there, like, boxing, like, training hard for, like, a good hour. I'm warmed up. I'm like, yo, you must not know, bro. The midget did you dirty, but I will violate you. Like, I will violate you. So I'm just like, yo, son, so what you want to do? You want to fight? What's good? No lie. This man pulls out an X-Acto knife.